Hey guys, waiting for folks to get in the room. We are now live and we'll start reading at about 3 o'clock, which is about 4 minutes from now. So we're letting everybody in and hoping you guys will show up. Well, we know you'll show up. You know why? Because this is a good thing to do. This is a lot of fun. All right, it says I can tag some friends. I don't know how to do that. Don't know. So anyway, let's see who shows up. Will I be able to see you when you show up? That's what I want to know. Yes. Hey Mindy, how are you? We're having a little story time today, and we're going to be reading about a duck who lost the courage to swim and a bird who lost her courage to fly. So this will be unlike a lot of my lives because this one's for the little people. So I hope you'll stay and you'll listen. Hey Robin, good to see you. If you're watching with some youngsters, hello. If you're watching with some youngsters, let me know their names so that I can say hi to them. I would love to do that. So just let them know. Let me know who's here. Robin, where are you watching from? Oh, my cousin's online. You got your kids with you? Because this is all about story time, man. This is all about elevating stories. We've seen all this stuff, and our kids have watched us watch stuff, and so I'm just thinking it's a pretty cool time to do something for our young people. Hey Andrea, good to see you. Hey Barry and Charles, glad you're here. We're going to start right at 3. Liam, I'm so glad you're here watching. I hope you like ducks and birds because that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about ducks and birds. And I'll introduce you to the author. Hey Kay, thanks for watching. All right, Robin. Oh, good. We've got some folks from Burlington. You guys tell me where you're from. Give me some shout outs. We're not going to start. We're going to start right at 3. But I'm giving folks to come in, so I came in a little early. It's just been a pretty gray day here, so I'm sure a lot of kids had a hard time getting outside, and that's okay. So parents, this should be a good, safe, fun hour, and if you need to just walk away for a second, I think they'll be fine. Hey George, oh my goodness, I wish you were on with your grandbabies. Little Michigan action going on there. It's good to see you, and so good to know you're on Facebook. It's fun to stay connected. I see your beautiful girls sometimes and the stuff they're doing in their posts, so that's real exciting, and I see what you're doing, so I'm excited for you and your wife and all the fun things that are happening with you. Hey Wendy Gale, nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. We'll start reading right at 3 o'clock, and again, we are reading Bernice Dunlap stories today. I'm an author, and I also coach authors, so hey Dee, oh my goodness, girl, after this, when we get off of this, I need you to pick up the phone, or I need to pick up the phone, because I've got some news for you. William Boyd, Mr. Boyd, how you doing? This is so cool. This is how I love to connect. So you guys, tell me where you're from. If you got young people in the room with you, it is right at 3 o'clock. We are getting ready to get started. And let me first tell you about the author, because we're going to start with the duck who lost her courage, the courage to swim. Okay? And the author is Bernice L. Dunlap, born and raised in North Carolina, lives in North Carolina today, has her degree in early childhood education, loves to read and tell stories to children, and helping them overcome their fears. So in that process, Miss Dunlap has written 2 books, and we're going to read those 2 today. Okay, so we're reading The Duck Who Lost the Courage to Swim, and then we'll read Fly, Sue Bird, Fly. This was her first. This was her first book, and Fly, Sue Bird, Fly was her second. Hey Tracy, good to see you. Hey Pamela, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. All right, so now let's talk about the duck who lost the courage to swim. All right, can you guys see that? That, my friends, is Goldie Duck. And this story is about Goldie Duck. Have you ever needed courage to do something and you just had to find it in yourself to get that courage? Well, that's what this story's about. So sometimes things that you need courage for are a little scary, but we get through it. And so here we go. She says this book is dedicated to her grandchildren, Carrie, Kayla, Alexis, Madison, and Aaliyah, and her, I don't know what that is, but she'll tell me one day, SG Asia. I love you all. And we love you, Miss Bernice, for writing this book. So here we go. One Saturday morning, Snowflake went to the lake to meet Goldie Duck. When she got there, Goldie was sitting on the ground near the water. "Hi, Goldie," said Snowflake. "The water looks great today. Are you ready to go swimming?" Well, at first, Goldie just rolled her eyes. But after a few seconds, Goldie turned back around, and in an unhappy voice she said, "No, I've lost my courage to swim." Well, Snowflake sat down beside Goldie. "What's wrong with you? And when did you start thinking like that?" Goldie said, "Last night I had a bad dream. I dreamed I was swimming in the lake and I drowned." "But Goldie, it was only a bad dream," said Snowflake. "I know," said Goldie, "but it seems so real to me." "Oh, come on. Pull out of it, Goldie. I've never met a duck who lost her courage to swim." Snowflake put her arm around Goldie and said, "Listen, sometimes we all have bad dreams, but when we wake up, we know they're not real, and we go on with life." Well, that didn't seem, you see Goldie's face right there? That didn't seem to help her a lot. She still looks really, really, really sad. But Snowflake wanted to help, so she put her arm around her, right? Just to try to comfort her. And then, who is that? Another friend showed up. Can you see who that other friend is? Well, let's see what that friend has to say. As Snowflake and Goldie were sitting near the lake and talking to each other, along hopped Buddy Rabbit. Well, now we know who it is. "Hello, friends," said Buddy Rabbit. "Why aren't you guys swimming and enjoying the water today?" Goldie didn't want to talk about it, but Snowflake told Buddy about Goldie's bad dream. "I'm so sorry, Goldie. I wish I could help you with that." "I've never heard any ducks who lost their courage to swim," said Buddy Rabbit. "Neither have I," said Snowflake. "Why don't you guys ask Dr. Hoot Owl for some advice?" "Well, that's a great idea," Snowflake said. "Goldie and I are going to give Dr. Hoot Owl a visit today." "Okay," said Buddy Rabbit. "Good luck. I'll see you guys later." And with that, he hopped away. So what do you think they did? Hey, Chip. Oh, man, I wish you had your puppets and we could do this together. That would be awesome. And hey, Trina, good to see you. So they were supposed to go together. Do you think Goldie went with Snowflake? Let's read on and see. Well, after Buddy Rabbit left, Snowflake asked Goldie to go with her to find Dr. Hoot Owl. Teary-eyed, Goldie said, "No, I don't feel like it. I just want to stay here." So Snowflake waddled through the woods, where she ran into J. Wren and T. Wren. Who do you think they are? Can you see them? I think they're the birds in the tree. So she ran into J. Wren and T. Wren, their bird brothers, playing in front of their house. "Have you guys seen Dr. Hoot Owl today?" she asked. "No," said T. Wren. "Nobody ever sees Dr. Hoot Owl up at this time of day. He sleeps during the day and comes out at night." "But we can show you where he lives," said J. Wren. "Follow us." And so they did. Did you guys know that the owl sleeps during the day so he can stay up all night? And if you're near your mom and dad, tell them what the owl says. Do they say, "Hoo, hoo"? I bet that's what they say. Later, Snowflake saw a big tree stump, and she stopped and sat down. T. Wren looked back at her and asked, "Why are you stopping?" Of course, birds can fly. Unless you're Snowflake, she had to waddle. Didn't look like she was flying very well. "Because I'm tired," said Snowflake. But Dr. Hoot Owl's house is right over there in that big tree, said Jay Wren. Oh, all right. Thank you, guys, but I just want to rest a few minutes, said Snowflake. You're welcome, said T and J Wren at the same time, and brothers sometimes do that. Well, now that you know where he lives, we're going back home. See you later, Snowflake said. And with that, the Wren brothers flew off. I don't know if I showed you. Okay, there's Dr. Hoot Owl's house. And she's sitting there taking a rest. Doesn't have far to go, though. Will she make it? I don't know. Let's read on and see. After resting just a few minutes, like she said, Snowflake got up and began to walk toward the big oak tree. Finally, she arrived at the foot of the tree. Looking up, she stood there calling the owl's name. Dr. Hoot! Dr. Hoot! Are you home? Dr. Hoot! Something was rustling inside that tree. Dr. Hoot Owl came out of his house shaking his feathers angrily. What is the matter with you, coming here and waking me up, he asked. Don't you know I work hard at night and I have to get my rest during the day? I'm very sorry, but I need some advice, said Snowflake. It better be good. What is it? Said Dr. Hoot Owl. You think he was a little grumpy? Well, he probably was, and he probably had the right to be because he really did need his sleep. But Snowflake had something to do too, so let's read on. My friend Goldie Duck is unhappy because she lost her courage to swim. What? Ducks aren't supposed to lose their courage to swim? Exactly, Doctor. Can you help? Asked Snowflake. Oh, all right, said Dr. Hoot Owl. I have an idea that just might work. And here is my advice. You and one of your friends blindfold Goldie and guide her into the water. I think then she'll find her courage. Snowflake started to say thank you, but the owl had already gone back into his house to go back to sleep. I wonder if it's going to work. Hey, Mary. Hey, Abby. Glad you're here. Well, Snowflake was definitely going to see if it was going to work, and she went to find another friend to help her. So Snowflake headed to her friend Swayback's house and told her the whole story. What can I do to help? Swayback asked. First, do you have something we can blindfold Goldie with? Well, yes, I do. I have a scarf in the closet we can use, said Swayback. Okay, let's grab that scarf and go back to the lake, said Snowflake. So there's the scarf. And they're going back to the lake on a mission. And it looks like Goldie was ready to play along. So let's see what happened. When they got to the lake, Snowflake and Swayback convinced Goldie to let them blindfold her and guide her into the water. The more Goldie swam with the support of her friends, the more she felt encouraged to swim. Then all at once, in the middle of the lake, Goldie yelled, "Let me go! I feel like I can swim now. I found my courage again." So they let her go. Look at her. Is she having fun? Well, it looks like Snowflake and Swayback are having fun too, because they did something really nice for their friend. Hey, wait for us, Goldie, said Snowflake and Swayback, happily giving a wing bump to each other. Snowflake and Swayback were so glad that Goldie found her courage to swim again. So Goldie swam with Snowflake and Swayback, splashing, kicking, and ducking their heads under the water. I can't believe it. I love swimming now. This is the best time I've ever had in this lake, said Goldie. Snowflake and Swayback agreed. Therefore, Goldie decided no matter what bad dreams she might have in the future, She knew that dreams are not real and all ducks have the courage to swim. Quack, 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 quack. All the ducks were shouting and playing. The end. Thank you, Miss Bernice, for this story. Are you guys ready for another one? Give me a thumbs up if we're going to read a second story today. Alrighty, I think we are. Next, we are reading Fly, Sue Bird, Fly. Are you guys thinking about the things that you needed courage to do? Maybe a lot of us are like Goldie the Duck. Sometimes we're all afraid, but we can find courage with our families and with our friends. All right, this is Fly, Sue Bird, Fly. What do you think Sue Bird needed to do? Let's read and find out. Hey, Miss Barker. Hey, Alice. Good to see you. Once there was a robin who lived with her mom and brother at the edge of a farm that had many plum trees. The robin's name was Sue Bird, and her brother was John Bird. Their home was a nest of twigs, feathers, and grass, snuggled between some branches in one of the plum trees. I don't know, guys. You think that'd be comfortable? Can you see it? Yeah. You think that would be comfortable? I don't know. Of course, we're not birds, we're people, huh? Okay. All right. Well, one evening, Mama Bird had a little talk with Sue Bird and John Bird in their home. She said to them, "You have grown up now, and it's time for you to fly away." After hearing this, John Bird was thrilled. So thrilled, in fact, that he jumped up and down on the branches of the tree and shouted with joy, "Yippee! I can hardly wait to go and see the world." On the other hand, Sue Bird was not quite sure that was what she wanted to do. "But Mama Bird, I don't want to fly away. Why can't I stay here with you?" "Because you're not a baby anymore. And now that you've grown up, you need to learn to take care of yourself." Oh my goodness. Isn't that funny? One of them was happy about it. One of them was kind of sad. Which one are you? Are you the happy one? Are you the sad one? I don't know. Let's see. The next morning, she showed them both how to fly. John Bird was the only one who learned, and Sue Bird felt sick every time she tried. 2 hours later, John Bird gave Mama Bird and Sue Bird a goodbye hug and flew off to explore the world. And there he goes. But then there's Sue Bird. She doesn't feel like flying, so she hasn't moved yet. Kind of sad for Sue Bird, huh? Well, Sue Bird was going to miss John Bird, but not enough to go with him. She went back to her nest, and Mama Bird followed her and stood outside of it saying, "We can try again tomorrow. Maybe by then you'll feel better, Sue Bird." "I don't think so, Mama. Flying doesn't feel natural to me." "I understand, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, Sue Bird. It's just that you're scared to fly. We've got to beat this." So every day, Mama Bird tried to encourage Sue Bird to fly, and day after day, Sue Bird would go back to her nest, feeling sick and sad and saying, "I just can't do it, Mama. I just can't do it." Will Sue Bird ever be able to fly? I don't know. That's why I love stories, because you keep reading and then you'll be able to see. Late one evening, Sue Bird was perched on a branch, singing a happy tune, when something came up behind and grabbed her by the tail feathers and pinned her down in the tree. It was a yellow-eyed cat. She started screaming as loud as she could, "Help! Help! Help!" She tried to pull away from the cat, but his paw was on her back, and his teeth had a tight grip on her tail feathers. She couldn't move. Meanwhile, Mama Bird just happened to be nearby. She heard Sue Bird and flew to her rescue. When Mama Bird arrived, she came up to the cat and started pecking him hard on the back of his head, just like that. Peck, 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 peck. Get away from my daughter. Get away, get away, get away. That's what Mama Birds do. The cat was feeling a lot of pain and let Sue Bird go, spitting out some of her tail feathers. Quickly, Mama Bird flew up on a higher branch in the tree. She tried to get the cat's attention. She yelled, "Hey, come up here and get me," said Mama Bird. Would that be scary? That's a big old scary cat, even though he's kind of smiling. I don't know. Thank goodness Mama Bird was around. So what happened next? Well, the cat just sat there, rubbing his sore head and watching Sue Bird as she hopped to the end of the branch. Sue Bird attempted to fly. She was lightheaded and she was trembling. Her legs were too weak to jump and her wings felt glued to her body. She couldn't raise them. Right away, the cat noticed. Sue Bird was afraid to fly, so he crouched down and got ready to attack her again. But within a flash, Mama Bird flew down, squawking, hovering over the cat, and flapping her wings rapidly, saying, "Fly, Sue Bird, fly! Fly out of this tree!" At the same time, the cat kept hissing and striking angrily at Mama Bird with his paw. Sue Bird didn't know how much longer Mama Bird could distract and protect her from this cat. Mama Bird was putting her life in danger too. Well, time was running out, and if Sue Bird didn't do something, the cat was going to have them both for dinner. Sue Bird needed to fly and save herself and save Mama Bird. Oh, that cat, even though he's got a headache, he's ready for some mischief, isn't he? Bad cat. Naughty cat, even though that's kind of just what cats do. Then Sue Bird heard Mama Bird yell again, "Please do what I taught you. Fly, Sue Bird, fly." Finally, Sue Bird found the strength to spring up on her little legs and jump down with a loud scream. As she started flapping her wings, she could feel the wind under them, helping her move forward. I bet that was pretty scary for Sue Bird, but she had to save her mama. She had to save her mama, so she tried, and the wind got underneath her wings. And what do you think happened? Now that Sue Bird had flown away, Mama Bird left that ill-tempered cat in the tree and started searching for her Sue Bird. She finally spotted her and saw her drop down between the trees. For a moment, Mama was worried. Oh my, I wonder if she stopped over in one of those trees, or did she drop to the ground? No, Sue Bird was fine. She spotted her again, this time flying up higher and soaring through the air. Mama Bird continued to follow her. A short time later, Sue Bird stopped in a plum tree in the deep green woods. Mama Bird flew over to where she was and gave her a big hug. "Sue Bird, I'm so proud of you. You are no longer afraid of flying anymore, and you have become an excellent flyer." "Thank you, Mama, for your love and patience." "No problem, dear. That's what mamas do." Look at them. They're happy, and they found a different plum tree. How cool is that? How fun is that? Have you guys been exploring these last couple of weeks, finding new things? I hope so. "Well," said Mama Bird with a big smile, "Sue Bird, this is an excellent area to live. Do you like this tree?" "Yes, I do. I love plum trees," said Sue Bird. So Mama Bird moved into the next tree, right next to Sue Bird, that is, and they both lived happily as neighbors. The end. Now, if you could live in a tree, what kind of tree would you live in? Me, I think I like dogwood trees because they bloom every Easter and they have pretty, pretty white flowers on them. So I think I like dogwood trees. Or maybe, if it could hold me, a peach tree because I like peaches and I'd always have something good to eat. You guys, tonight, write down what kind of tree you'd want to live in and why. And also, I want you to look out your window if you can't get outside and see if you can use your phone, mama's phone or somebody's phone, and take a picture of a pretty bird that you see. And think about Sue Bird. And if you go to the lake this weekend or you go out anywhere where there's water and you see ducks or geese, take their picture too and think of Goldie the duck. All right, guys, today we've met Goldie, we've met Sue Bird, and we've met Miss Bernice Dunlap. Miss Bernice, thank you so much for writing these books, and thank you for allowing us to share them. You guys want to know what we're reading tomorrow? Well, we're going from birds and ducks to dogs. Hold on just a second. I thought it was closer. Guys, this is Freckles. We're going to meet Freckles tomorrow. So I hope you guys will come back tomorrow after you've gotten all your schoolwork done and all the things you need to do around the house. I hope you'll come back tomorrow right around 3 o'clock and we will meet Freckles. So thank you so much. Hope you had a good time. Love and share, like and share. Guys, I'm just so thrilled that we have this time. The big people are always watching. I like being with little people too. So I'm glad your mommies and daddies let you be with us today. And I hope I see you tomorrow because we're going to do this every day this week. And we may even do it longer. We'll just see how it goes. So thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being great listeners. Michelle, I love you guys too. If you have any questions, you guys write them down. And before we get started, I'll come on a little early tomorrow and I'll answer all your questions. Mwah! Love you all. Bye.